and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am in the shop. We're calling this the shop today. So in today's video, we are sharing some odds and ends. Chris is finishing up the spray room. I mean, we're getting in October, so the chances of me being able to tote a table out and spraying 24/7 when I want to we need the spray room to get into motion. So we're going to share with you how we prepare the inside of the spray room. He got the spray room built, the ventilation. I'm not sure, he doesn't quite have the machine ventilation quite yet because he needs the help of his brother to lift it up, and we need to order the remote control. So there's that. But anyway, the most part of it is going to be done. And then I just like to share odds and ends with you all, because sometimes it's not enough content. Because we're working on other projects. We can't just go full bore into working on, the whole shop and getting that all done. What fun would that be? You would have no reason to come back and see, hey, how far have we gotten this week? Or what project did we work on this week? Because, we flip-flop. We work on home projects. We work on shop projects. We do some shopping. We do some auctions. And yeah, I mean, as a reseller, we constantly have to be flipping. You constantly have to be making items over. You have to be listing items. You have to be putting items in your booth. That means you have to be going out and shopping a lot for them. So that's just how it is. And I don't know how many of you all are booth or you resell, but you definitely know what I mean if you do that you know that you have to have fresh inventory, you need to have new looks. Because I know it always takes that one right buyer to come in, but that right buyer could take 10 years. So you just constantly have to have some new items up. And I love it. I mean, I appreciate you all joining us on the GingerChickRehab channel and then coming over here and joining us on the GCR Journey channel, because that makes me love even more what I get to do, because I get to share the behind the scenes with you all on this channel. So let's get into this video and see what we're up to on this. Let's get into this video and see what we're up to. I'm going to start off with the spray room because I'm super excited that it will be complete by the time, 99% complete by the time you finish this video. So right now what he's doing is he put a fan in to draw fumes out. And you need, when you close that door, you need kind of ventilation. You need something sucking all those fumes out. The shop is huge, but we also will have another ventilation system that will be the shop ventilation system to filter it through to. That's just how it works. If you check out anybody's shop, a lot of people have that kind of stuff going on. But what he needs to do is he's making a box. He's boxing it in so he can add a filter. So something to filter, filter some of the particles that are, going up into the air. This is the air purification system that we need to hang from the wall or put on top of the spray room. That it is ginormous. It is a great filter system. He actually bought it at an auction for $2.50, but unfortunately it didn't come with the remote. So one, he needs his brother or somebody stronger than I to help him lift it up. And two, we need to order the remote, find the right remote for it, or you're going to have to come up and down on a ladder all the time to turn it on. But that is what's going to circle and filter and clean all the air now. So the filter is going to get some of the particles, the fan's going to suck it out, and then we're going to have that filtration system to help even filter it more. So yes, the machine he got at a great deal at $2.50, but the remote control that it's missing is like $150. So, yeah, but we need it. You need it between painting and spray painting and sanding and cutting. Yeah, it's something you need, but yes, that is one of the things he's going to have to get probably his brother over here to help him lift that up so he can put it on top of the spray room. So that way, you know, we can get the ventilation starting to go to once I start using the spray rooms. So for some of the viewers that are worried about, and I appreciate it, but yes, we do have a plan for proper ventilation. You know, watch a lot of other shop people, that's kind of like what they have going on too. It was so hard to believe that this was just the corner of the workshop. So he built 2 walls, a ceiling, so it's enclosed, but you still don't want to make a mess, because spraying, the walls would be covered, the floor would be covered. So in our last spray room, we actually protected it. So we put drop cloth on the bottom, so I ordered a size that would fit the bottom, the flooring. So we're going to go ahead and lay that down. That'll be a nice protection against the cement. And then after it just gets too bad, which is probably about twice a year in the other building, we were able to then take everything down and then replace it with new when it was just too much, too much buildup of paint. So, yep, just ordered this off of Amazon and now just going to spread it out for right now. You definitely cannot leave all those wrinkles. Those are tripping hazards, so yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the space provided, but you kind of want extra along there. So not a fun job of spreading a big tarp out and getting the wrinkles out, but it's just something that you got to do, and luckily you don't have to do it weekly. Once you have most of the wrinkles out, you don't want it to shift around. So it will have to be taped down. We did this. It held up until we were ready to take it off. Swept over it, rolled over it. It seemed to work out just fine. Just plain old 2-inch masking tape seemed to do the job. The next step is to wrap the walls in plastic. So before the other shop, I just bought Dollar Tree clear shower curtains. I like the clear because you still want to try to keep the room as bright as you possibly can. I guess you could get white also, but you know. So this actually is just like a roll of Bisqueen. We just kind of measured out that cost efficient to buy enough that we could change out a couple times. So Chris went through and actually hung just some binder clips. Just screwed some binder clips in place along the ceiling part of this, and that gave him something to attach the plastic to. And then we went ahead and ordered some really strong magnets off of Amazon, since it has that metal siding that's in the inside also. That helped keep the plastic in place also. So then I went back through and then I taped the two together between the plastic and the drop cloth, a couple things of masking tape. It really does seal it in. That's all we did in our other workshop, and it worked out perfectly. So were you wondering what the thumbnail was all about? So every week or every time I have to go to stock or bring a big item into our booth, I will stop at one of our antique malls right on US 12. Not only is where Hog Creek is, but there's also the Allen Antique Malls. There's the Swallow's Nest, where we had a outdoor booth for a little bit, and then there's the Capitol Antique. So shout out to all those dealers or anybody that watches me. They're all amazing, y'all. So if you ever can get to our area, Allen is where it's at. You can easily spend a couple days going through the antique malls, and I run in quite often. Anytime I'm going through it, 10, 15 minutes, and I'm always finding items. So not everybody as a reseller sees the same value or has the same buyers or has the same taste. I mean, you all see Jocelyn do it on Crazy Lamp Lady. You see them go in and she sees value in other things. So, and I know, I mean, I hear a lot of the other vendors do the same thing, you know. I mean, we're all about making money, and I know people buy stuff and have bought stuff in my booth to resell. So with that being said, so we stopped in to do, because we sold a couple smaller furniture pieces, check out our booths because we had had a good weekend and we wanted to make sure that it stocked up for the week. And so we popped into one of the one of the antique malls, and I have a few booths that I liked. I know that I really like to go in, and I can, you know, like buy things to resell. You learn people's booths, and there's always new booths. People are coming and going, and what have you, or somebody has something on sale. So I'm popping into this one booth. I really like her stuff, and it's small. It is really small, like probably a 4x4. It is not a very big booth, and she has it cram-packed. So, and then the poor girl, in the middle of her booth is one of those metal support beams, you know, that would hold up your whatever. Anyway, so she's got a couple sheets of, she's got some old boards up against that. So there's not much space. Like, you got to go sideways to get into her booth. And it's like sideways like this, you know, like, okay, here's the pole. And then you got to go in sideways and look sideways. It's just that packed. But I love those because they always have great treasures in them. And my knee hits a board. When I'm scooting in, my knee hits a board. And I am a flip-flop wearer. And not only does it hit the board, but the board is some old piece of board, which is really heavy, that is hinged with metal that folds in half on top of my foot. I have a high pain tolerance, and I'm pretty sure that I screamed, ouch. Oh yeah, I totally know I broke my toe. I totally know I broke my big toe. I'll insert the picture. I'm sorry, look away, it'll be really fast. But, yeah, well, what was that God wink moment? And you know, you can't even say that she put the boards there. Somebody may have moved the boards, or, you know, I know we all do it, because if it's sitting in your inventory, nobody's going to buy it. You got to get it listed. You got to get it into your booth for somebody to buy it. But oh my gosh, I didn't know I could get hurt antiquing, but I sure did. Oh my gosh, that slowed me down. And no, I didn't go to the doctor because they don't do anything for toes. You just kind of have to heal, and I just go on my way. I'll just limp around. I just limp around. It's not the first time I probably broke a toe in my life. But anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to share with you, I did find some great treasures. It was like a 10-minute trip, going through just one of we went through the Red Barn Antique Mall, and I actually got to meet a viewer that has a booth. She lives in Grand Rapids, and then her daughter, I think she said Michigan City, I know Indiana, and they have a craft booth at Red Barn, and they also sell IOD products. So that was very interesting to meet her, though I don't remember catching her name, or I didn't retain her name. So if you're watching, I am so sorry. But it was so nice to meet her. Yeah, I had broke my toe before before I had talked to you and your daughter. But anyway, there's that. But, and I didn't complain to anybody because it is what it is. So anyway, that was really fun. But I wanted to share the few items that I found in the mall, and you'll all be surprised. So the first one right off the bat is on a chain. So it's on this chain, and you probably all be like, it's a rusty chain, Yvonne. Did you need another rusty chain? Wait till you all see what's attached to. I was so excited. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's a vintage cow tag, and I looked her booth up and down 101 times, hoping that she'd have some more vintage cow tags. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. So this is actually, when I bought that lot, before I actually sold them to you, they all came on the chains. So Chris just cut them off with, and not just wire cutters, y'all. You need bolt cutters to cut these vintage cow tags off these chains. So if I remember, I'll insert the picture of how I do them in my decor. And I finally, after a year, sold some, and they sold within instantly. So this one might go up a little bit more in value because I only got one, y'all. But yeah. So it was worth the broken toe, right? It was worth the broken toe. Let me share a couple of other goodies. When I first walked into the building, I saw this. Nothing fancy, right? But I cannot wait to paint this pig. I know that I can make him look higher end. So not only am I looking for things to flip just to resell, buy and flip for resell, I'm also looking for project pieces. So definitely this was a project piece. And the booth, I found the item, and the booth that I broke my toe in, I wanted him. This is what I went in for. I spied him, and I'm like, oh, but I have bought lots of things out of her booth, so I'm assuming her. I don't know why I always have to give it, anyway. But anyway, yes, that is what I was going for. And then I ran across another booth, and I popped into this booth. All these little scoops. I love to pick up these scoops, and usually they have like an $8 to $12 to $18 price tag on it. I kid you not, these were $3 a piece. So I can put these in vignettes. I can put these in displays. That is very cost efficient by all means. And then for $1, she had a little rolling pin. Yes, I need to get Christmas. I'll work on it. I got a couple other projects I've got to do. I'm in desperate need of wall decor again. It sells, and then it like doesn't sell, and then all of a sudden it sells like hotcakes again. So okay. So I'm looking for one more creamer to complete a creamer set that I have. I have a little cubby box. The neighbor's mowing, so I'm sorry. I have a little cubby box by our coffee maker, and this creamer may be too big, but this was the shape I am looking for. And it's funny because I've looked and looked and looked. I'm like, I just need one more, but I don't know if this one may be too big. And it was minimal. And then for $1, this was a metal tile. I can paint this up and change this and use it in a vignette, use it on a piece of wood. There's so much I could do with this metal dollar tile. That's what I said, never underestimate going shopping at a antique mall. And if you go often enough, you learn the booths that you probably can buy stuff out of. So I'm unwrapping here because I don't. Oh! Hello! It is an ironstone piece. $3. That's what I tell you. Some people don't see white as anything. That's just a personal preference. We all have our vision of decor, and we're like, oh, I got this in a haul. Let me just get it away, get rid of it for a few bucks, see if I make a little bit of money back on it. But this is a beautiful piece. And y'all know that I'm selling it because I don't think I could possibly fit anymore, but I don't have one this shape. So that's a hard decision. Like, can I fit this one in? Because I don't have one this shape. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to give up something. I might have to give up something to put that one in. Okay, let's see what else is in these containers. I got a couple more pieces. Oh, this one. This is another ironstone piece, and it is a gravy boat. And I don't usually do a lot of gravy boats, but that scallop, that knobby, the ironstone pieces, and this was $1. So it would be a great profit. So yeah, it's an ironstone piece. There's a ton of different makers of ironstone, but that is a beautiful piece, y'all. Just how they made stuff. Gorgeous. Oh, and then Yep, it's another ironstone piece, y'all. But this has the different pattern on it. I have a few people that buy from me that collect this pattern. So it is missing its lid, but the nice thing about when it's missing its lid is you can put florals or yummies in it. You can put old paintbrushes, you know, you can put some clothespins. There's so much you can do with these to decorate them up when they're missing their lids. It's just a beautiful piece. And like, so probably it was cheap because they're like, oh, it's missing its lid. Let me see if I can make any money back on it. So I have one more piece, and if you saw my Instagram post, you might have already saw this piece. And they wrap this piece up good. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. So I collect and hobnail white swung vases. A lot of times I don't pick them up in antique malls because they're priced like they should be in an antique mall. And there again, it was priced. I mean, it was cheaper than what I paid for at auction. So I'm like, oh no, I don't need another one. But yet you're coming home with me and being put in the collection so you have friends. So yeah, I mean, I know that I've shared that a couple times about, like, I don't get to go to Goodwill. I don't get to go to thrift stores anymore. It's the ones here in the new town that we live in are hit and miss. There's more misses than ever hits. So I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to run in when it's going to be a hit. And the last few times I've been into my old town and hit the Goodwill there, it's been a miss. So I'm definitely not driving a half hour to go there when more times now it's a miss. So yeah, at least it's on my way between the antique malls or where I'm going, and I'll just pop in. So, and then, yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with the treasures I found. Here's my little area that I picked up the creamer for. So I think that it's going to fit. Yes, this is just like probably out of an old desk. I love this. It just sits next to our coffee pot. Just another little happy place, but oh yes, it does. Yep, it sure does. I think these two are actually matching. I think they match. I think they're twins. So we'll separate them so they don't argue with each other. But yes, I do finally, yeah, it was just that shape that I needed, that I wanted to fit in there. I'm pretty happy about that. Yes, complete. Until I decide to change. Here's my cabinet that has all my yummies in it, y'all. All my yummies. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there are my swung vases. Not that I don't have an ironstone collection, but somehow I found myself some white swung vases over all my thrifting adventures. So I think there's room for one more, don't you? Don't you think there's room for one more? And I know there's people that have seen this cabinet like, oh, you need to paint the back black or you need to paint it out. I like the white on white. Everything is always a personal taste, and it's your home, and do what you love. Always do what you love. So we're going to add this beautiful in here. Though I'm not sure on the tallness. So that'll answer that question on which shelf it's going to go in. So it's definitely going to go on the top shelf. Yeah, so it'll go up here because it's two different heights. So we'll move this one over. We'll make room for the new family member. Look at that foot on that one. So we got just like a footed big bottom base. This one is a pedestal footed. They're all beautiful. I love the mouths, and then they like the hole is the mouth, and then these are the fingers, so that they're all like so different. I think one of these two pictured ones are the last one that I had picked up at an auction. But nope, I'm happy. I see there was room for one more. Sure there was. There's always room for one more, right? Right? Oh, especially when I don't see these very often at all. So thank you again for watching, taking the time to check out GCR The Journey. If you have not subscribed to it and you're not already part of our YouTube family, please consider hitting that subscription button along with the notification bell so you know if we uploaded a new video. This channel was created to help bring my husband Chris home so he can do this full time with me. But you know, there's a big difference in a 40-hour plus week job and then making money on YouTube. You know, it takes a lot of subscribers and a lot of watch hours to be able to finally quit your job. That's huge, y'all. So again, thanks for watching today's video. I don't want to guilt you or anything like that. You know, feel free to do what you want to do, but I do enjoy each and every one of you. I love reading all your comments, and I love how supportive you all are to us. So again, thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.